Hey, it's Mike Jones, Two Star Farms here. I just wanted to reach out to you. Believe it or not, this is my first YouTube video. A couple years ago, got on the idea that I wanted to make some hay off of our property here. Have about 80 acres in southern Alberta, about an hour outside of Calgary. That being said, this little bit here is a 2-acre patch that I just wanted to show you guys just because I wanted to cut it. It's so light. We were hoping to have a lot more rain. Maybe we're going to get some rain, but I really wanted to try my equipment out. And crazy enough, I'll just show you what I got here. I've got an old International McCormick trailer style mower. From what I can tell, I believe it's a 32. It might be, I don't know if it's an International 105, but I bought this at an auction for $300. It was all busted up. This shaft here in this thing was broken in half. This pulley was off, laying on the side. So I had a shaft made, took it all apart, re-put the bearings in there, had a machine shop make me a shaft. It was actually pretty expensive, it only charged me 60 bucks. Had to get a shoulder bearing in here. That one was blown apart. That was 200 bucks. Those bearings in there were about $60. New belt was like 20 bucks. The Pitman, wooden Pitman arm, I have bought a new one, but I'm going to use this one till it breaks. Everything else is as I came. I haven't replaced the knife. I haven't replaced a guard. I haven't done anything to that. This little board was on here. The crazy thing is I was all excited. The tires were rotten off. So today I bought some new tires off of Facebook. Just some trailer tires, inexpensive. Couldn't find any used tires, and got those mounted and got it put on there. Had to rejig this cable for lifter and lowering, figure out tractors on my hydraulics on my tractors. My little Kubota here, it's a 1999 L2500 Kubota, didn't have remote hydraulics, so I just rigged up off of the remotes here for the loader, for the rollback and the dump for the lift and lower. I made another set because I have a baler that required 2 sets of hydraulics. That was all said and done about $350, $400 to get that rigged up. But I was so excited, just wanted to give it a go and try it. Now the grass is totally dry. Last year this grass was well over 2.5 feet. We never grazed it at all. Well, I did graze it in the winter with the horses. And since we've had a drought, and talking to one of my rancher friends, do we wait for rain or do we cut it? It's the 16th of June. Normally anybody around here will not be cutting hay for probably another week if you're on irrigation, if the weather cooperates, or if you're dry land, you're probably not to the middle of July. But because the seed was going to seed head here, the thought was to cut it, clip it. I want to try my rake, see if that works, because I bought a rake at an auction for about $500. It's an old Ford rake. I'll show that to you. I just wanted to try my equipment. I just wanted to see if I could make this happen or not. I have another 10 acres at the back and another 4-acre one. It's probably too rough to cut. I'm just going to probably put the cattle in there once the alfalfa finishes blooming. But I was just excited to try this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot this over a couple of days here, probably condense it to one video. Like I said, I've never made a video before, but I want to just share this with you. This is kind of a cool project. Like I say, I'm all into this hay operation for under 2,000 Canadian dollars, believe it or not. And like I say, I bought this broken up, busted it up. It worked fine. I'm not saying it's the best clip job, but it's the best clip job I got. So we'll see how this goes. We're going to put the rake out here maybe tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tuesday, Wednesday. And if I can, maybe bale or try to bale on Thursday or Friday, depending on what we get for weather. Again, this isn't about quality of hay or even quantity for that matter. It was just to see if I could actually do it. Anyway, I'll catch you here. Like I said, I'm going to condense this into one little longer video, about 12 minutes, but this was the first night. Like I say, L2500 tractor. Yeah, I have the shrouds off just because a couple of them got dented, and it's easier if I have to boost it in the wintertime just to get at it that way. But it handled this little thing fine. The rake I won't have a problem with. The baler is questionable. I have run my little baler, or the baler that I bought off of this. It's not a mini baler. It's a Ford 551 baler, which is essentially, from what I understand, a Gil, I don't know how to pronounce that, 1400 baler. But I'll show you pictures of that. Give you a little nickel tour of that. But anyway, we'll catch you here in a little bit. Hope you guys had a blessed day. We'll talk to you soon. Hey, so here's kind of part 2 of that little snippet. So, like I said, I thought I'd try to see what we could do as far as seeing what a hay project went like. So the first thing I bought, well, I had the tractor. I've had that for a number of years, and that was whatever. I bought this little Ford rake. God, I remember the number, but I don't recall it off the top of my head. Anyway, it's pretty common. I think it's very similar to some of the New Holland stuff or New Idea. Just a single tine wheel rake. It's got a traction drive tire. I have used it. The tires are pretty rotten. I've ordered new sets. I've got them actually at a buddy's place. I just haven't gone down and picked them up yet, because it was cheaper to get them into the U.S. than it was up here. Those were crazy expensive to find something that I thought was going to work as close to the thing. I have used it. I have raked with it. I do need to do some fine tuning, and I'll walk you through that. Here's the other thing. This is, believe it or not, Team Ford, a Ford 551 baler, a little 4x5 baler. I found at an auction, paid $580 for it, Canadian. That one was $480, and I believe the mower was under $400. I can check the receipts. And repairs. This repairs, other than tines, I've done nothing to it. And the tires, which were $150. I'll get those organized here in a bit. This I bought at an auction, sight unseen. I don't go to the auctions to check it out to find out that it's worth too much. I just buy it and fix it. If it's cheap enough, I'm willing to take the investment to try to fix it. I'm not the handiest guy, but I can kind of muck it together. So I brought it home. Like I say, my little tractor didn't have dual remotes. So the first thing I did is I actually just put it on the PTO just to see if the thing would spin. Everything was spinning, everything was working. I lubed it all up. Let it run for about 30 minutes in the shop, varying the RPMs on the PTO. Everything was spinning fine. I had one bearing, if you want to see, that's important, but one bearing that, and this is how I got it. So for as old as the baler is, you can see the bearings and whatnot still have, I don't believe, paint. Decals haven't been taped off. Bolts still are still have blue paint on them. But this bearing inside of there, you couldn't touch it. Like it was burning up. So shut it off, temperatured all the other bearings. Like I say, everybody was pretty normal. Replaced that bearing, bought a spare. I think they're all pretty common from what I understand. Like $25. Nothing crazy there. So we got that done. Then the next thing I did was take the header apart and replace the lion's share of the teeth in the pickup reel. Did that. Belts, I'm not saying are great from what I know about balers, because I know nothing about balers. But they seem to be there. I had a guy kind of check out them. He says they are what they are, see if they work or not. Ran it, rigged up the hydraulics, kind of a makeshift deal like I showed you off the remotes on that. Made sure that everything went up and down, got the tine arm to go across. All that was good. Went out, gosh, this was maybe a month and a half ago. Cut a little bit with the old mower just to see if it would cut. Then I went and raked about 3 swaths into a windrow, and then I brought it out in bale. And by God, it baled. The bale was only maybe 2 feet in diameter, about what you would get out one of those little mini balers. But pretty cool, happy that it worked, and first bale I ever made. A couple of my farmer friends have laughed at me because I showed them pictures of it. But that being said, we're on to the next project here. So that's what my plan is. Like I say, I just cut that 2 acres. We're going to rake it tomorrow if everything goes according to plan with the little rake. let it sit for a day or two, maybe even let it sit for 2 days. I'll just see. I don't even care if I just want to see if any of this stuff works. If it doesn't work, we'll abort the project and go away. But the goal is to try to hay about 15 acres. I have a total of 70. I have 5 10-acre paddocks that right now I'm just grassing 34 yearlings for a friend of mine. I don't own cattle, and I'm just thinking the easiest way to get into this, if I even want to get into it, is just have them come and eat the grass, and we'll rotate them around. And it's been fun. We did it last year, and it's been a blast. So again, stay tuned. Like I say, it won't be another video, but it'll be the snippet here in a few minutes. And hey YouTube, so day 2, skip a day of the little hay project. So this is the field I mowed. And yeah, I know it's thin. I don't need everybody to say, hey, what are you doing? This again isn't about quality. It's about just seeing if my gear works. So I talked to you a little bit the other day about some of the equipment that I bought, and I kind of watch my videos and hopefully I get better at them, but I just wanted to show you. This is the hay rake. It's a 513 Ford hay rake. This was actually the first piece I bought. Like I say, I got new tires coming for it. Oh God, here we go. New tires coming for it. These ones are pretty well rotten as far as what they are, but I've got new ones. I just got to get them. So what my plan is tonight, I cut it on Sunday night. Tonight, I cut it, Sunday night. Today's Wednesday. We had one shower yesterday, or what I tried to rake it yesterday. We had a kind of a thing dodge it. We got some thunderstorms in the area, but I just want to rake it just to see what I got. And then if I make a bale, I make a bale. If I don't, then even with the windrows, I'm going to cut the cows in here for a bit afterwards. But just want to see what's going on. So bear with me. I'll get some photos of the old rake kind of working there behind the little Kubota. And we'll just see how it goes. Anyway, talk to you soon. So here's my windrow. This being said, that's 2 laps around the field. I know it's thin for a first cut, and you guys will be laughing at me, but I'm actually pretty happy how it raked. I kind of adjusted it down, and I'm actually shifted it over, so I'm not going to drive over it. I'm going to go 3 around, and then I'm going to come inside of it, and then I'm going to go inside out so that I can maybe build these up enough that maybe in a day or 2 I want to bale it. But anyway, there's the thin field. It's a little thicker in spots for sure. It's raking fine, but I'm real happy with how it's going, and I'll let you know here in a bit. Hey, so back to, I don't know what segment this is, but we're going to try to bale this stuff. After we raked, I got 4 pretty decent windrows. I'm starting on the thinner end here. See if this little 29 horsepower Kubota can twist this little Fordbaler here. I've hooked up the PTO, tested the lift, the lower on the tine thing. Like I mentioned, this little 450 Ford 551 baler. I did a couple things, did the bearings to it. Again, just checked it all real quick. I'm going to set the height here. There's a couple things I need to do there to get that down. And then, like I said, I got the remotes hooked up here remotely. Kind of a little slick system here off the loaders. I actually got the loader too high for my visibility. It should be good to see the rows, but if I had to do it again, I'll lower it down. But they're just on there with magnets up to the remotes. Back to there, super simple deal. I'll try to get some video of how it's picking up and the successful or non-successful first bale here. So wish me luck, and we'll see how it goes.